Before we raise taxes, we should consider whether there are expenditures we can cut. However, it is not easy to understand the expenditures in the budget. Hence, I have the following questions. Can the Minister present the COVID-19 $100 billion spending in the same format as the budget, with detailed breakdown by spending category and by ministry? Explain where is the $5 billion annual spending on R&D? Where is it reflected in the budget? And where and how the allocation is approved? Explain how the single loans and investments are being treated in the budget and the government's statement of assets and liabilities. What does the $2.4 billion recorded as capitalization of nationally significant infrastructure for financial year 2022 mean? And finally, on revenues, can the Minister confirm that the government has reported total financial assets of $1.4 trillion at 31st March 2021, and that MAS has accumulated close to $200 billion of new reserves in the last 2 years? And all these financial assets are now producing more than $40 billion in net investment return per year. Thank you. Deputy Speaker, thank you. I thank the Minister for the clarification on some of my questions, especially the one on the COVID-19. I think we'll refer to the budget again. But I think if the government can help us by singling out all the COVID-19 expenditure, that will help our understanding better. That's one clarification, if that can be done. Secondly, is on the second question is, I have specifically asked for confirmation about the financial assets, $1.4 trillion. It is already a reported number, and also some other figures, $200 billion new reserves accumulated by MAS, all that. Can the Minister just confirm that? I don't think this needs to be another PQ. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if it's something that's already publicly available, then I don't need to confirm it. But if it is something that he wishes confirmation on, then I will have to check it, because if I were to give confirmation on anything, I would like to be sure that it's actually correct. So if he would just let me have that, he could drop me a note or he could file a PQ. We will see how best to address it. And on the other point about expenditures, we will look and see how we can present this in a manner that is useful. I say this because I do not want to leave the member with an impression that the Ministry of Finance will always be collating and organizing information at individual members' requests, because that is very difficult to do. But we do understand that public wants to understand how certain figures and expenditures are dealt with, and we will see how we can do that in a meaningful way.
Chairman, thanks. I'd like to confirm with the Minister again. Since the $1.4 trillion financial assets is reported in the government financial statements, so the Minister will know it. Okay, and I'm asking her to confirm that number. Is it a number that cannot be confirmed, or I don't know what is the reason why it cannot be spoken in Parliament?
Mr. Chairman, I thank Mr. Leong's faith in my abilities, but I don't usually carry all the figures of all published government data in my head. So if Mr. Leong is saying that there is a figure which is out there and it is published, and it's published by a government agency, then I'll have to assume that it's correct. It's just that if I don't have the figure with me at the moment, and if it's MAS, because he must remember that I'm with MOF, has an issue with the figure, he should let us know what the problem is as well. So in short, whatever he's asking about a figure, if it's published and it's a published figure from the government, he can take that is the figure.